show you my K2 1800 from EXO Mountain Gear and how I have it set up for saddle hunting this year. This is at least my plan on how I'm going to do it. Last year I started with the Mantis with a couple different DIY platforms and got rid of them because I just did not like the whole setup. Switched over to the XOP Vanish Evolution. I liked it. However, this year I did some scouting already. I was doing some turkey scouting and found some areas that had a lot of whitetail sign, and then looked around and noticed that there were a lot of trees that I probably couldn't get a hang on into, but I definitely could get a saddle into. So luckily enough this year, Tethrd came out with the Phantom, and then I got a hold of the Predator platform as well with some of their accessories, which I'll show you in a second here. So the main thing though was to kind of show what pack I'm using and what sticks, what climbing system, how I'm getting up the tree, how I'm getting down the tree, and how I'm setting everything up once I'm on top of the tree. So this is the EXO Mountain Gear K2 frame with the new 1800 pack. So the reason why I went with this was because I already had the K2 frame with a 3500 bag. And there was a really good bag, but for me, I'm not planning on going out west anytime soon. I really enjoy whitetail hunting. I don't necessarily even have the time to get out west, so most of my hunting is going to be for whitetail. So when they came out with the new day pack, I really thought that it would be a good one for me as far as day hunting is concerned, and then as far as my transition back into saddle hunting. As far as my climbing system, right now I'm running 3 different Lone Wolf custom gear sticks. I will be adding a 4th to this so that I won't be really necessarily using any aiders of any kind. I just got these and I like them so far. A little bit more flex than my Muddy Pros, but they give me a little bit more reach as well, and you really can't deny the stackability of these things, which is another reason why I wanted to go with this whole system. So getting to the tree, what I noticed before with a season full of mistakes was that I wanted to get to the tree and just unsnap maybe 1 or 2 things and start getting up the tree, which is why I have the sticks on the outside here. Now the frame and the pack itself do separate, and with EXO, with the new quick attach system that they have on top, you can actually unvelcro the top and the 2 sides, and you don't have to take the load lifters off like you did on the previous models. And it's still compatible. It's a K3 generation bag, but it still attaches to the K2 frames seamlessly, with the exception of 2 different straps that have to be squeezed together down here. But everything still holds nice. The bag, everything comes apart. Just a couple snaps. Now I used the 2 weapon carrier snaps, and then the load carrying straps that are attached to the frame. So I use all 3 and it comes off silently. Now the sticks do make noise, even though Lone Wolf Custom Gear says that they're really not supposed to, but they do make a little bit of noise. So just taking them off nice and easy, everything comes right off, and then you can get these set up, put your straps on, and get them set up to climb up the tree. When it came to platforms, I had a decision between getting the Predator platform or getting the Lone Wolf Custom Gear ambush platform. Now, while the ambush platform would work great with the sticks, the Lone Wolf Custom Gear sticks that I'm using, I already had the K2 frame and the 1800 bag from EXO Mountain Gear, and really wanted to use this because I like how comfortably it sits on my back. I've used this for hog hunting down in Texas. I use this for Train to Hunt and all those different hunter-athlete events. So I really just like how it fits on my back. So that's what kind of pushed me into getting the Predator platform. The Predator platform is nice and thin. It's fairly short, but everything collapses together really nicely, which makes it very easy to get out if you have your bag hung at the top of the tree using his system, the Hang Your Stuff system from Tethrd. You just loosen those straps or unclip them, either way, depending on how you've loaded the Predator platform into the bag. And it should pull out nice and easy. Now the teeth on the pillar do get a little caught up in there, but you can still, if you work at it nice and slow, you can get it out and get it out relatively quietly as well. So this Predator platform fits right in between the frames. Now you probably could get an ambush in there. You can probably get a DIY depending on how flat it will fold. But from everything that I've seen, and granted my only experience is with 2 different DIY platforms, and this, you really have to have something that stacks pretty close together to be able to get into this part and keep everything a slim profile. Now, as I was talking about before, I'm using the Hang Yo Stuff system from Tethrd. That I plan on attaching at the top of the tree, or that I do attach at the top of the tree, and get this bag off my back, up onto the tree, and then get the Predator platform out and place it on the tree. Then if I have to do any adjustment, this strap really makes it easy to loosen up and then move up the tree if I have to get it out of the way of my tether, or if I want to move it to place my camera arm. Once I got up, I took my his strap and hung it where I thought I wanted it, then took my pack off and used the carabiner that I had already attached to the pack, added it right to the his strap. Was able to reach right in, grab my Predator platform out, and get it safely mounted to the tree. Once I got my tether hung up, however, I got up and settled in, I realized that the back was way too low, and I could make do with it, but for the purposes of this video, I want to make sure that I showed my errors too. But I was able to take the his strap off with the bag attached and move it up the tree to eye level. Now, most of the trees that we hunt are fairly similar to this, and this gives me a lot of different options with where I want to mount my DSLR camera. So I can put it up here, I can put it at chest length, or I could be like JT from Red Lake Rising and put it right here and pass it underneath my bridge. So there's still plenty of room. The bag doesn't take up much room up here. Again, it's a slimline design. And there's a couple other parts that I wanted to show you while we're up here hanging in the tree. If for some reason you get the whole horseshoe zipper undone, you still got plenty of room down here for your gear to sit. The moral here is put your most expensive and your most delicate gear down here at the bottom. That way, if this does come unzipped accidentally, the expensive stuff doesn't go flying out. It might be a little annoying if maybe your tether falls out, or if you're carrying any of your climbing gear in here, but then you just climb on down. You lose your camera, and that's a bad day. You have access to both zipper pouches. One's all the way on the other side, so you might not want to put too much crucial stuff there. But however, this other one's nice and right along the side here, so if you have additional camera gear, anything you want to be able to get to nice and easy, or something you just want to kind of stick right in there and just move in and out during the hunt, you have complete access to that. Same thing with the pouch here. On top, you have your water bladder holder, or kind of a second compartment for the 1800, not necessarily intended for more gear, more so intended for your water bladder, but you have access to that as well. But now overall, the whole weight that I'm running, if I'm running all of my camera gear, all of my saddle gear, the sticks, the 3 Lone Wolf custom gear sticks, my platform, and my vinyl harness, which carries Vortex Viper HDs, as well as a rangefinder, I'm looking somewhere in the area of about 26 pounds for this bag. Now, most people who are saddle hunting are looking for a minimalistic type of thing to carry in and out of the woods. This does hit some of those marks because it is so slim, and if you're running mini sticks of some kind, 20-inch sticks, whether they be the Lone Wolf custom gear, any custom sticks of any kind, the new Hawk Heliums, Muddy Pros, they're not going to exceed that top and bottom length like the full sticks will. And but if you go with higher end sticks, or if you custom your sticks to be more flush, you can keep everything nice and slim against your body. Because the further you get that weight out, the more that weight is gonna really jack with you when you're walking in and out. For me, weight isn't a huge concern. I'm always conscious of it, but I really like not snagging on brush, not snagging on all different types of things walking in, making a whole crap ton of noise. So overall, though, I think this is going to be a good system. Again, I am no expert on this, but I've had a lot of trial and error last last season, just using different systems, using different saddle hunting systems, different platforms, going to a hang-on, and then just kind of going through all of those different types of trial and error type things. I think this system is going to work really well for me. Overall, the bag itself lends itself to be a super slim design that really will help you sneak in and out of the woods, and it gives you a lot of functionality for a saddle hunter. There's a couple different things here that may help for a hang-on hunter as well. As I said before, the top part does come completely off without having to undo the load lifters. If you do that and you run a XOP Vanish, the Lone Wolf, if you run the Lone Wolf Custom Gear 1.0 or the Lone Wolf Assault 2, you could actually, if you remove the seat cushion, get that hang-on inside there and then close this right back up. Using the buckles, you can tighten everything down if you wanted to run it that way. So you always do have that option as well. Now keep in mind, your profile this way is going to be considerably wider because you're going to have that platform, just like you would with the ambush platform as well. It's going to stick out further. There you have it. That's my review of the 1800. I've done a write-up as well. I'm sending that to Market EXO, so hopefully that'll show up on the website with some cool pictures that I took, some videos. So if you guys like what you saw here, do the standard like, subscribe, comment thing. If you're watching this video on any type of social media platform, I know there's a lot of opinions out there. Again, I am not an expert. I'm just trying to throw a different type of system than I normally see on the Saddle Hunter page on Facebook. So if you have some criticism, please throw it my way, but just be gentle. So, thanks guys.